Detective Peralta has made a caller in the jewelry store heist.
Way to go, Jakey.
That's okay.
No, he didn't get sufficient evidence to make it stick. So we have the next 48 hours to fix his mistake.
I say we hang out, have a drink, and enjoy all of us being together one last time. To the squad.
To the squad.
You just drank cement!
Why? Hitchcock, Boyle needs you to fill out a lineup.
Oh, great. I'll take my shirt off.
No one asked you to take your shirt off. Stop volunteering to take your shirt off.
I can't hear you. Shirt's over my ears.
I bet you're all wondering how I pulled it off.
Not really, but I guess that's a tradition.
The key to the whole plan was that I never really retired or moved to Brazil. I've been living in the beaver trap this whole time.
Okay, but what was the rest of the plan?
Oh, we had not come up with it.
But then Bill came by and offered to sell me the tube for 40 bucks, and I won.
Pretty good stuff.
Now, crown me.
This stinks. Okay. Michael Hitchcock, you are an amazing human/genius and the grand champion of the 9-9. Why is your head so sweaty?
Oh, because that's actually butt skin from a botched hair transplant, so there are more pores.
I can't believe this is how it ends, with Hitchcock's sweaty butthead.
I told myself I wouldn't cry.
Hey, what's going on? Well, I'm not allowed to leave my desk, so we have to meet in here.
So what you're saying is that this is kind of a...
No, for the last time, Charles, we don't need a clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Clubhouse.
You know what I'm thinking?
No clubhouse.
Boyle, Larkin, I want you working the J Street axe murder.
Ooh, we're the butcher bimbos.
Nope.
The butcher babes.
Nope.
Detective Boyle and his little butcher buddy.
Oh, I like that.
Now that that's been sorted,
20.2 kilos. I feel like we could round up to 21.
Or we could round down to 20, take the extra 0.2, sell it to our friends. Hey guys, can I be real? I just took a bunch of diamonds from the evidence locker. No one ever changed the code. Anyway, toodaloo.
was she being real?
I honestly can't tell.
1, I process Podolsky's kid, he fires me, and I spend the rest of my career as a detective 3rd grade, which is literally pathetic. No offense, Hitchcock.
None taken.
Option 2, I let him walk, and I spend the rest of my life with Holt as my babysitter. And honestly, when I think about spending the rest of my life with a babysitter, she's kind of a cute blonde named Erica, and she always has pizza money and lets me stay up as late as I want.
How old are you in this scenario?
Anyway, the point is, Holt cares more about whether I do my job right than whether I have a job at all. So I'm taking suggestions.
I say piss off Holt, so we get to watch your career end right in front of us.
Okay, thank you for that, Santiago. I'm gonna put you down for don't arrest. I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
Holy let the record show that he didn't say anything specific.
I arrested a man without a sufficient probable cause in a case I was removed from.
He has no idea what he's talking about.
I then followed my victim to his home.
Now's a good time for us to leave.
In an act that can only be seen as police intimidation. I take full responsibility for my mistake, and I'm willing to say as much in a court of law. And what's more, I'm very, very sorry.
Yeah, he has to be suspended. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't you start.
Wow, that was amazing. We beat him. I can't believe it actually worked out okay.
You're suspended for 5 months.
Right, I know. But I deserve it, and I learned a valuable lesson from all this, so I'm counting it as a win.
I get that, Peralta. But things would be a lot better when a man doesn't have to lose his job for you to learn a lesson.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, sir.
Let's catch this guy so we can give Holt some good news. I want to cheer him up.
Well, how do you even know he's in a bad mood? I mean, it's impossible to read that guy.
This is the most incompetent, worthless report I have ever read in my life! Get your act together, or so help me God, you won't live to see retirement!
It's like, what's that guy thinking, you know?
Let's be honest, we're not young men.
Speak for yourself. My doctor said I'm in my twilight years.
That means you're close to death.
But it has such a pretty name.
You left without me.
You were late again.
Well, I had to put on my undercover minivan disguise. Say hello to Harvey Norgenbloom, CPA, recently divorced father of 2 with a dark sexual secret. What's your cover?
Angry captain.
Okay, so you do not like my ensemble.
I'm just concerned that you may find it hard to pursue a criminal on foot while wearing man's sandals.
But the sandals define Harvey. He's a sandals guy. Captain, why the babysitting? Why are you micromanaging me?
You think I want to be sitting here with you instead of running my precinct?
Yes.
It was a rhetorical question.
Here's the shut-off to the main line.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, To get into the basement, we're gonna have to distract her. So here's what I'm thinking. Maxwell turns on the charm. Unbutton your jumper and say, the thing about gas lines is the pressure builds and builds, and it just needs a little release. You don't have to make that sound, but if I were you, I definitely would.
No one will be talking about release or making the sound of a rodent in labor.
It was a sensuous moan, but fair enough.
We just have to get the laptop so I can get back to Kevin. You will simply approach her and say,
Ma'am, I need to check your water heater in the basement to make sure there's no leaks or blockages to the gas line.
You should maybe come back later when my son is home. He's better at this stuff.
Oh, it's just a quick check.
The answer is no.
sorry about him. He's a little abrasive. The name's Maxwell.
Carol.
You see, the thing about gas lines is the pressure just builds and builds. Sometimes it just needs a little release.
Well, we wouldn't want that. You can go down to the basement now, Mitch.
Yeah, sounds good. Have fun, you two.
Terry, I'd like you to accompany me to a gun range.
You mean drive you there and wait outside, far away from the guns?
I spent 8 years in the public affairs office, so my tactical skills are a little rusty. I need some pointers.
Sir, I haven't fired a weapon since the incident.
The mannequin incident. I'm familiar.
Actually, there was an incident after that.
Another incident?
You gotta cool it, man.
You made me meet with a fake person just so you could trick me into sitting out the heist? That interview was important. It's my shot to become captain. I bought fancy new suspenders for this with gold thread. I can't return them because I've already stretched them out with my pecs. They've been pec stretched. Slow down. Edward Williams is not a fake. Then why was he in a fake office? Oh, Terry, he just relocated to make room for the new reform unit on the 6th floor. It's a temporary space. Ooh. Lieutenant, what did you do?
I may have gotten a little heisty. I'm supposed to believe this is your family and not the picture that came with the frame? Oh, and this is a real award! Kapow!
There she is.
Diaz, you did it. They found him guilty on all charges.
Huh. Well, his advice worked.
So, where's your happy place?
I'm in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Inside, it's just me and that stupid, slimy defense attorney. And I'm beating the hell out of him. I break a dining room table over his head. Then I rip off his arm and shove it where the sun don't shine. Then I reach down his throat and shake his hand.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and schedule you for a psych eval.
Rosa, we came up together. We went to the academy together. We've had the exact same career. All we ever wanted was to be detectives. And yes, we've always known there were problems, but we would solve them together from the inside. So when you quit, yeah, it made me feel like you thought I was wrong for staying.
Jake, my choice has nothing to do with you. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. I gave up my career, my friends, my whole life, but I did it because I couldn't ignore what I was a part of anymore. Couldn't ignore what the police are doing in my community to people who look like me.
I know, but not all of them. Not me.
This isn't about you.
Police!
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name? Milipnos.
Can you spell that, please?
M-L-E-P. Clay.
Did you say Clay?
Yes, the clay is silent.
All right, got it. Have you seen this man before? He was shot last night.
Oh, thank you.
No, sir, that's ours. We need that.
And he kept it.
Wall Street Journal on the doormat, top floor apartment. $20 says this guy's like a hot, eligible bachelor.
I'll take that action. Police, open up!
Hello.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you today? I am Detective Right all the time, and this is my partner, Detective Terrible Detective.
But the last 7 years have been really hard. Raising Mac on my own, never knowing if he would wake up, and Teddy was a great friend to me. And a couple years ago, we went on a trip.
It's not her fault. We were both seduced by the city of Tampa.
I can't believe this. You replaced me with Teddy?
I could never replace you, Jake. I just wanted Mac to have a father figure in his life. I come over and we watch sports. We are obsessed with college swimming.
Hey, Doc, can you put me back in the coma?
You're agitated. That's normal. Tell me how you're feeling. Pain?
I mean, just the pain of learning that my wife is married to another man.
Oh, we're not married. I'm just here for Amy physically.
That's worse!
Okay, let's do some cognitive tests. How good is your memory from before the accident? Do you remember the fireworks?
Yeah, I remember everything. I remember the whole heist, going to find Charles, the magnet suits.
Do you remember where you hit the tube?
Yeah, inside the fake baby.
Thanks, babe.
Oh, no. It's not the future, is it?
Nope, it's only been about 40 minutes. And this isn't a real hospital.
You Mission Impossible me. Oh, I'm so happy you're not having sex with Teddy.